It's crazy. Okay. Yes, I can. Okay, I was just saying, in short, I created a huge mess here because I was measuring tapioca flour and I was using tablespoons and tablespoons, the regular tablespoon version and the other tablespoon version. And I was just saying that if we are creating recipes for customers, we cannot do whatever mountain rose herbs is suggesting here. And they're normally for home use, but there are many people out there that are trying to just create recipes of the internet, and they are using cups, tablespoons, and so on. So the difference of these two were this one was 12 grams and this one was 9.35 grams. It's almost 3 grams of a difference. And I was saying I was using just the tapioca flour and I was using a small scale and I was measuring a tablespoon at a tablespoon. And if you measure this around the world in Canada, Germany, Denmark, Portugal, cups and tablespoons are very different in every country. What is not different is grams, milliliters, and percentages. So it was really a big difference. Almost 3 grams. So don't do tablespoons, cups, and teaspoons. It's something actually you can teach your own crowd. So I'm so sorry it was on mute. But what we're going to do today is we're going to put this recipe into Blend Precisely, and then we are going to convert it into the cosmetic recipe so you can actually work with true measurements. As much as I love Mountain Rose Herbs products, they are beautifully packed. They are really fresh mostly. I've not had any issues, and they have a great variety, cute shipping, all of that. But they are using really horrible recipe measurements. Sorry to be that bland, but it is what it is. Let's log in. Let's log into Blend Precisely. And I'm actually going to... So I entered, by the way, you will find all of these new ingredients in Blend Precisely now. And let me tell you quickly what I added. I added tapioca powder. Let me show you my screen. Here we go. Oh, I can't. No. Tapioca powder, carob powder, rosemary powder, oatstraw, lavender flower powder, and chamomile flower powder. So I was entering those ones, and they are all in the system now for you to use. It was on my... No, it wasn't on your end, Roxandra. It was totally me. I think I'm on overload, on overload with going lives. Anyways, so let's get started. I'm going to put this one in here. I'm going to grab this recipe over and just give me a moment while I'm entering this in a moment. Okay. Oh, all right. Log in. Go over to create. And by the way, the cosmetic version is coming out really soon. It's going to look all very different. Not this part right now, but the cosmetic version is going to be amazing. Okay. So let's go ahead. What I always do is let's take cosmetic mode off so we can actually... So cosmetic mode lets you do grams, fluid ounces, and milliliters and percentages. If you uncheck this one, you can use all the other measurements. So if we go for tapioca, tapioca powder, let me just put in powders and see tapioca here. Here we go. And then I will choose baking soda. That one is baking soda. Then I'm going to put in cacao powder. Cacao powder. And I will be adding rosemary powder. I think they just literally took rosemary, and I have tapioca all over my pants. They took rosemary and just ground it up. Rosemary powder. Then we have Oatstraw powder. I've never used Oatstraw. I would love to hear if anybody... I think it's just regular avena sativa, oatmeal. And then they used essential oils. And they used rosemary. And I don't even know which one, but they probably will say that. Here, let me just show you. I think they don't say which rosemary or which bergamot. So if I open it up, they hopefully will say which one, and they're using the officinalis, and for bergamot, they are using citrus bergamia. Okay, let's go back here, and let's put rosemary in again. Yeah, let's do the cineol. That's another thing. They don't have GCMS reports. Why not? They don't have GCMS reports. I think you can request them, or no, they don't have them. Yeah, so that's another thing. Unfortunately, they do not have GCMS reports. And bergamot. Have you ordered from Mountain Rose Herb? Have you gotten any GCMS reports? Bergamot. Anyone? Okay. All right, now I've got everything in here. And then I would just go back to the recipe and see half a cup, quarter cup, half a cup. Okay, 0.5 cup, 0.25 cup, 0.5 cup. I think a quarter cup baking soda. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, 1 tablespoon and then tea. Okay, 1 tablespoon and 1 tablespoon and then 10 drops and 10 drops. Okay, here we go. Well, first of all, check out the dilution ratio. It's 4.52%. And it is a wash-off product, but I find that quite high for a dry shampoo. And my question would be, does it really need to be that high, or did I do something wrong? No? No. Okay. Then rosemary camphor, the powder, is expensive, $13.79. That's crazy. So the recipe itself costs $24.50, and I don't know for how many uses it is. Okay, it doesn't say here. Shake and sprinkle powder blend along the crown of the head. Okay, you just have to sprinkle it through the scalp, and so it might last quite a little bit. Okay. I don't think they sent it to me. They didn't send you the essential oil, Roxandra? And you haven't purchased. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Now let's go ahead and save this one. And we are going to call it Rosemary Cocoa Shampoo. It might smell actually really yummy. Let's save it. And then let's convert it into a true gram recipe. So all of these ones will become safe as cosmetic. And then in the end, you can also say cos in the beginning, so you know. And it normally adds cosmetic at the end, so you don't really need to add anything. But I like, if the name is really long, I like to actually add it in the beginning. Okay, and then I click save. And now it's converted into grams, first of all. And then also we see the grams here. Okay, and the percentages. Now Seth is going to change it to, he's like the most accurate person in the whole wide world in terms of percentages. He's going to do it 3 after the comma. That's pretty common in cosmetic as well, 36. And I would actually most likely round it at this point. But we will be able now to use this one as needed in the calculation itself. So here you just have, okay, let's clear this one out. And then you should have both recipes here. Let's look for the rosemary one. Sorry, hit enter. And let's see. Here's the cosmetic one, and here's the rosemary. So if you were to make that product for a person, you see already the retail price would be $73 unless you give it away, and then it would be $24 just in production. So that's quite high. So now from here on out, you can literally just simply work with the recipe you have here. You can adjust it. You can make it different versions of it in terms of size and everything else. So that is how I would convert this recipe into grams. And then from there on out, I would actually, first of all, try it out. Then I would adjust it to the specific needs. I don't know if it is really necessary to have a 4.52% dilution ratio for hair, because I think this one is a stay-on product. Use as necessary. So if I understand, dry shampoo stays on. Depending on the texture and things, either brush or shake well to remove the excess. It's best to do this right before bed or before you. Okay, so they're not washing it out. And having a leave-on product on the top of your head at a dilution ratio of 4.52%, I find that not a safe recipe to put out into the world, to be honest. So I would definitely not create that for a customer. Definitely check it first on yourself. Maybe give it to a friend, lower the amount in terms of the dilution ratio because you've got 20 drops in there. And then figure out how to correct this formulation. And also maybe how to make it cheaper. So you would buy definitely ingredients at wholesale or bulk to make this one a sellable product. But what they do really nicely is, I love that they are actually doing the pictures and everything nice. Now, what I did want to say is, well, if you go down, for example, to the section here, if you're looking for products, and that is when you look for products maybe to make or to get ideas, I always go down to the section. Isn't that funny, by the way? It's from 2014, apparently, and they just brought it out. They just sent it in a newsletter again, and they said 2024, but the comments are from 2014. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there are all kinds of questions, and again, I love them. They're really nice in packaging and everything else, but maybe they had the recipe out at one point. Anyway, my point is, if you're looking for a new product to create and you want to maybe just look for something off the internet, you as an aromatherapist or cosmetic formulator, or at least you have gone through some kind of training, you know already a 4.52 dilution ratio is nonsense to keep on your head. You wouldn't do that. But when you go through these comments here, how much of the shampoo powder do you use for shampoo? These are all questions. If you were to make dry shampoo powder now in your business, I would take these questions right now and put them out as videos on my blog or in my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I would say, okay, if you create this shampoo right now, this is how much you need to use. And I would hear no rosemary is the rosemary cocoa shampoo powder. Not even sure what that question is, but I would look for the comments and find suppliers where people have comments. And then you can really see and use these questions. Hello, will you ever sell these herbal dry shampoos or only the ingredients? Well, there's a nice tip for you. If you were to see this more, the question, do you sell the dry shampoos? There might be a market niche. So a lot of people do not look at comments. They look at the product, they look at what's in there, and then they go away. But the real treasure lies in the comments. All right. So I wanted to show you that today. And I think, I don't know if it was helpful or if it gives you an idea on how to search actually for the products and what to do, and maybe answer questions, use them in your own channels, social media channels, and also definitely correct recipes. You can also tag others. Like, for example, I would maybe take that recipe right now and put it into Blend Precisely, put it out there, tag Mountain Rose Herb and say, I would suggest add Mountain Rose Herbs to maybe lower the dilution ratio. So you can really create a lot of content just around one recipe, looking at the comments, trying it out, creating a new recipe, and putting it out there. And let's call it formulation. And then now I'm going to clean up my tapioca flour. I have all over the place. Sorry for the unmute in the beginning. I will cut that out for the YouTube channel, but definitely try that out. So was that helpful? Was that something that was working? Let's see. They sent the oil, not the GCMS, after I requested it. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely, I agree, Jackie, it's probably a recycled post and they just put a new date on it. They send it to me. Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree. It's bad. It's not good if the dilution ratio is that high, especially for a stay on, leave on product. Okay, everyone, this is it from Blend Precisely. I would think most of you I might see tonight. And then also remember, our doors are open actually to our bootcamp. Let's share a screen one more time. Use that opportunity to mention this one more time. We are closing them on Sunday, and it's our 30-day bootcamp. It's open. It's ready to go. The ones that created the mini course can take it and put it in to the app and go live in the app stores. And we will actually tomorrow have a Q&A and also on Friday. So what's going to happen is the course I created for our workshop, I'm going to actually put into the app, the Aroma Connect app, and it will be behind a wall and only accessible for the ones that purchased the workshop. And then you will see and go with me through tomorrow and Friday on how we put a course into the app and then go live with it. Okay, so the dates will come out for this for tomorrow. I think tomorrow it's at 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. and Friday for 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. But I will put a post out and send an email out, and then you can see and watch how we put out the workshop, the mini course workshop, into an app to make it actually a sellable product in an app. Okay, lovelies. Talk to you soon. It's been a long week already, but it's not over yet. So I will see you tonight. Bye, everyone. Ciao.